I've been in e-commerce for about 20 years. And when I started, the only thing available for bookkeeping was like the discs or CDs that you put in computers. And I am not an accounting finance mind, but I know enough about it to like understand it and hire the right people. I came across Nathan through Matt, and this was in a time when we had been on NetSuite and had a very bumpy ride. And when I dug into it, my accountant wasn't even using NetSuite for accounting. I was paying for it, but they weren't. Mm-hmm. NetSuite provides accounting and like IMS ERP stuff if you want to pay for it. And once I found that out, I started looking around for new IMS ERP systems and also for new accountants or CPAs to help us run our books. And Nathan, you were one of the maybe like 3 or 4 firms at the time that I checked out, and I wasn't familiar with what you guys do, how you're structured, your competitors, your space. And something I did after I hired Nate, I reached out to probably 10 to 15 of his competitors, not only to learn more, but just to make sure I was in the right hands and I had the right systems and all of that. If you're listening to this and you're like me and you're an entrepreneur that has more of a marketing mind, this conversation that we're having right now is something that's probably like not a priority for you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because that's how it was for me for like 15 years. Number one, because the systems didn't really exist 10 to 15 years ago like they do now to support all these metrics and these important ratios and to have them at hand. But number two, because it's not your default, right? But for us, what I've had to discover the hard way is which systems I think have the best bang for their buck and which ratios work best for us. For us, we pay really focused attention around CPA. And not only that, but from which channels we're getting the best bang for our buck through marketing. And then we tie it back into inventory, and we have a very close understanding of how much that inventory costs us. If we're not really, really careful about these metrics and about keeping an eye on our inventory and our margins, we will start spinning our wheels in an area of advertising really fast. Nate and I actually did, now that my inventory is live, is we went back and fixed some of the months that we had sort of not had live inventory for, and the adjustments we made are not that far off. There's at some point in our relationship where he'd like emailed or called, and he's like, dude, you email me 100 times more than any of my other clients. Like, oh no, I had no idea. I had zero clue. But what I really appreciated about them is they fielded the emails and they answered my questions. And I have a lot less these days because things are figured out and cleaner. But every step of the way with your CPA, with your bookkeeping team, with your inventory management system, if you can't get an answer to something, you're kind of dead in the water, especially if there's like a big issue. So to me, it's everything.